But sometimes when you are crocheting or knitting or sewing, it's a little difficult for men to get into that. And I'm not saying that there's no compromise there. I've seen men who crochet and knit and sew. But the reality from Dr. Harley's perspective is that our second need as men is recreational companionship. What's the point here? The point is you need to find mutually acceptable activities for both you and your spouse. If that's walking around the block together at night to get some exercise, that's it. If that's taking a bike ride, wonderful. When we lived in Michigan in the winter, we were these people from Southern California, and we'd go to the mall and we'd see all these elderly people walking in the malls. And they're just walking in circles, and they're holding hands until I finally dawned on me, they're not only getting exercise, but they're doing it together. It's cold outside. They're coming here together. They're having recreational companionship. It's important for us as men to do it with our best friend. Amen? Amen. Dr. Harley says a husband and a wife should be each other's best friends. His law of marriage says the couple that plays together stays together. Her third need is honesty and openness. Honesty is one of the most important qualities in a successful marriage. When you're married, you must send each other accurate messages and receive accurate messages. When a wife hears the truth from her husband about what he thinks, what he plans, where he has gone, and where he wants to go, she can respond likewise. Honesty is very important in a marriage. So is trust. Openness, not hiding of secrets. Just talk to some of you who have been married many years, and I'm sure that we can glean a lot of things from you, but one of them I would believe that you've had honesty in your marriage. You've had openness. You've probably had great communication. When honesty and cooperation exist in a marriage, you have a couple who are willing to share and build together your marriage. Dr. Harley's fifth law of marriage says honesty is the best marriage insurance policy. His third need, believe it or not, after recreational companionship, is an attractive spouse. Now, beauty is in the eye of the what? Of the beholder. I don't think that God was intending for our wives to be all Bo Derricks. He just didn't want your wife to be a big derrick, oil derrick. Okay? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And so some of us will think, oh, yeah, this is a male thing. He expects me to be a number 10, a perfect model. No. That's not what Dr. Harley says. And I don't believe that most of the men here would say that as well. What does it mean to be attractive? It simply means that your appearance makes someone feel good. Period. Don't you want your husband to feel good? Here comes my wife. Wow, still looks like a knockout. Yeah, that wolf whistle. Exactly. What husband doesn't want to be made to feel good when he sees his beautiful bride of 20 years, of 30 years, of 5 years looking fine? By calling for a wife to be attractive, Dr. Harley means she should take pains to resemble something like the woman her husband fell in love with and married. We're not going to go there. Because after a few kids, I understand what happens, so we're not going to go there. But he doesn't expect you to look like a movie star or a model. He just says it simply means that your appearance makes someone feel good, namely your husband. I know some of you ladies here are saying to yourselves, he married me for better or worse. And that's true, but you don't have to make it worse. It's true. I mean, I'm just trying to give you a little counsel from a male perspective. Right, Pastor Ira? Don't take it literally. Your husband would die for you, but just don't make it worse. That's all. He does think you're beautiful. So he wants you to also feel beautiful from the inside. Listen to what Dr. Harley says. I have counseled many women whose marriages were troubled or even demolished because of their failure to recognize the importance of physical attractiveness to men. In some cases, Dr. Harley's saying this, in some cases, these women have fallen for the lie that some women are both attractive while others are not. Attractiveness is not what you do with what you have. Some of the most attractive women I have ever met have physical features that, taken by themselves, violate our culture's norms for beauty. By making the most of what they have, he says, they have become stunning in appearance. An attractive woman is made